learners, I am going to discuss an important topic of training and development chapter, and that is training evaluation. This is the last topic of training and development chapter. In this chapter, we shall discuss the following subtopics. What is training evaluation? Reasons for training evaluation. Types of training evaluation methods. Why should a training program be evaluated? Kirkpatrick's 4-level framework of training evaluation. COMA model of training evaluation and decision-based training evaluation. First, we shall define what is training evaluation. Training evaluation is a process of assessing the worthiness of the training or assessment of value of the training, whether the training program was effective or could achieve the objective or target of the training that is assessed at the end of the training. So the process we follow to assess this worthiness or value of the training program is called training evaluation. Dear learners, now we shall discuss the reasons for training evaluation. You may know that Kirkpatrick, who suggested an evaluation model, Kirkpatrick training evaluation model, he mentioned 4 reasons for training evaluation. The reasons are: justify the existence of the training department by showing how it contributes to the organization's objectives and goals, to decide whether to continue or discontinue training programs, to gain information on how to improve future training programs, and also to demonstrate the value that training is adding. Now we shall discuss types of training evaluation methods. There are in fact 4 major types of training evaluation method, such as formative evaluation, summative evaluation, descriptive evaluation, and causal evaluation. Now we shall see the details of each type of evaluation method. Formative evaluation. Evaluation conducted to improve the training processes. It helps to ensure that the training program is well organized and runs smoothly. Trainees learn and are satisfied with the program. It provides information about how to make the program better. Formative evaluation occurs while a training program is forming or occurring. For example, a formative evaluation could be a pilot test, a structured walkthrough, a preview, or collecting continuous feedback from participants in a training program in order to modify it as needed. Summative evaluation method. A summative evaluation is a method of assessing the value and effectiveness of a training program at the end of the course or program activities. The findings are used to help decide whether a program should be continued or modified for improvement or not. So, summative evaluation provides data about the worthiness or effectiveness of a training program. Summative evaluation is an assessment of learning, generally taken by students at the end of a unit or semester to demonstrate the sum of what they have or have not learned. Summative assessment methods are the most traditional way of evaluating student work. Good summative assessments, tests, and other graded evaluations must be demonstrably reliable, valid, and free of bias. Descriptive evaluation. Training evaluation. It is a training evaluation. It is the systematic collection of descriptive and judgmental information necessary to make effective training decisions. A key characteristic of a systematic approach to training evaluation is an emphasis on the continuous use of feedback. It provides information that describes the trainee once they have completed a training program. What has the trainee learned? That is basically evaluated in this method. Causal evaluation method. Despite the fact that firms invest in training, there is considerable evidence to show that training programs often fail to achieve the intended result of improving worker and organization performance. It provides information to determine training cost, post-training behaviors. It is a more sophisticated procedure of evaluation of training. Dear learners, now we shall discuss what should a training program be evaluated. Now we shall identify those points. A training program should be evaluated to identify the program's strengths and weaknesses, to assess whether content, organization, and administration of the program contribute to learning and the use of training content on the job, to identify which trainees benefited most or least from the program, to gather data to assist in marketing training programs, to determine the financial benefits and costs of the programs, to compare the costs and benefits of training versus non-training investments, and to compare the costs and benefits of different training programs to choose the best program. Dear learners, now we shall discuss some methods, renowned training evaluation methods such as Kirkpatrick training evaluation method, then COMA model of training evaluation, and decision-based evaluation method. Now the first method is Kirkpatrick training evaluation method. Donald Kirkpatrick, University of Wisconsin, and past president of ASTD, first published his 4-level training evaluation model in 1959 in the US Training and Development Journal. The model was then updated in 1975 and again in 1994 when he published his best-known work, Evaluating Training Programs. The 4 levels represent a sequence of ways to evaluate training programs. As you move from one level to next, the process becomes more difficult and time-consuming, but it also provides more valuable information. Level 1, reaction. That means reaction is the measuring of the reaction of the participants in the training program, and reaction is a measure of customer satisfaction. Kirkpatrick's hierarchy model's second level is learning. That means learning is the change in the participants' attitudes or an increase in knowledge or greater skills received as a result of the participation of the training program. At level 2, you measure what your trainees have learned. How much has their knowledge increased as a result of the training? The measuring of learning in any training program is the determination of at least one of these measuring parameters, that what we can say KSA, knowledge, skill, and attitudes. Did the attitudes change positively by training? Is the knowledge acquired related and helpful to the task? And is the skill acquired related and helpful to the task? Level 3 is behavior. The level to which participants apply what they learned during training when they are back on their jobs. Attempts to evaluate how much transfer of knowledge, skills, and attitude occurs after the training. And the level 4 is results. Results are the most important and difficult of all determining final results after training. Evaluation questions are increased production, improved quality, decreased costs, improved safety numbers, increased sales, reduced turnover, or higher profits. In a nutshell, we can say that Kirkpatrick's 4-level framework of evaluation criteria are reactions, which are connected to trainee satisfaction, learning, which are related to acquisition of knowledge, skills, and attitudes and behavior, that is improvement of behavior on the job, and results, that means business results achieved by the trainees. Next training model is COMA model. Now we shall see what does it discussed in this model. COMA model is a training evaluation model that involves the measurement of 4 types of variables, such as cognitive variable, organizational environmental variable, motivational variable, and attitude variable. Cognitive variables refer to the level of learning that the trainee has gained from a training program. Organizational environment refers to a cluster of variables that are generated by the work environment and that impact transfer of training. Motivation to transfer refers to the desire to transfer on the job what was learned in the training. And attitudes refer to individuals' feeling and thinking processes. That means self-efficacy, perceptions of control, expectations about self and environment. The model improves on Kirkpatrick's model in 4 ways, such as transforms the typical reaction by incorporating greater number of measures, useful for formative evaluations. The measures are known to be causally related to training success and defines new variables with greater precision. The last model for evaluating training is decision-based evaluation model. It is a training evaluation model that specifies the target, focus, and methods of evaluation. Here, target means what do we wish to find out from this evaluation. Focus means what are the variables we will measure. And methods means what method may be appropriate for conducting the evaluation. Dear students and learners, in this lecture we discussed and learned what is training evaluation, what are the reasons for evaluating training program. Then we discussed why should a training program be evaluated. We also discussed different types of training evaluation methods, and we also discussed some important models, 3 important models for training evaluation, such as Kirkpatrick training evaluation model, then COMA model, and decision-based evaluation model. Dear students, I hope that this lecture will be useful for you to understand the evaluation of training and the methods of evaluating a training. So, after this lecture, I am sure that you will be able to understand the importance of training evaluation in order to improve the training program of your organization. Thank you.